Yo, your girl hit 14,000. Y'all voted for me. Oh, y'all voted for your girl. Oh, I am so ecstatic. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe 14,000 of y'all. 14,000 of y'all care about what this little old Florida girl has to say. What? I didn't prepare anything. I didn't prepare anything, but first I like to thank God from whom all blessings flow. I like to thank my mom and my daddy, because without them I wouldn't be here. Thank you, mama, for these jeans. I get it from my mama. Blame mama. I love you. Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this video is going to be just a swatch video of the Nubian eyeshadow palette. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you saw in my February favorites where I briefly showed this to you guys and let you know that I have been absolutely loving this palette. Here is how the palette looks, and again, this is the Nubian by JUVIA'S. There are a total of 12 eyeshadows in the palette, and the price that I paid was $19.99. I don't know if that was like a promotional price or anything like that. Someone asked me before if I had the ingredients for the palette. I don't have any of that information. There is no ingredients on the palette, but I will leave a link to the website so you guys can definitely check it out there and get like all the actual information for it. But like I said, because I didn't really go into too much detail in my favorites video, I definitely wanted to come back and at least show you guys swatches of the palette and let you see the reason why I have just been so in love with these shades. So yeah, let's get started. So again, here are what these shades look like on the inside. I did use this eyeshadow palette for my eye look today. I feel like this is such a versatile palette because there are so many different type of looks. Like you can go for more of like a neutral everyday type of look. There are definitely glittery shades in there that you can add like that pop of glamour if that's what you want to go for. Like there is just so much that you can do. I feel like this would be an amazing palette to travel with. It is that sort of like cardboard type of packaging. It's really light. There is no mirror, so that may be a downside to some people. It does not bother me because I rarely look in the mirrors that come on palettes anyway. There are no names to the eyeshadow, so again, that may be something that is like, you know, like a deal breaker to a lot of people, but hey, I'm just here for the colors. Bump all that. I feel like the colors in this makeup for anything that you might be able to find wrong with this palette. So how I'm going to do as far as the swatches, I'm just going to do 3 in a row and just go this way. And of course, I don't use any primer or anything, so you guys can just see the actual color. But just know that if you were to use a primer or a base or anything like that, it'll obviously help the intensity of the eyeshadow. So here are what the first 3 shadows look like, and all 3 of these are shimmery shades. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them. And like I said, these are swatched with no primer, and I'm hoping that you guys can see just how intense these colors actually are. I am actually wearing this as a underbrow highlight today, and I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, these are just, oh my gosh, every time I just swatch these eyeshadows I get excited because the pigmentation is crazy. So here are the next 3 shades. This shade right here is a matte, this shade right here is shimmer, and then this shade right here is another matte. I'm actually wearing this shade as a transition shade. This is what I'm wearing on my lid right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them for you. And like I said, this is with no primer or anything. This shade right here definitely reminds me of Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. And I think this shade will probably also be like a nice base eyeshadow. But this shade right here, what I'm wearing on my lid today, is just absolutely gorgeous. So here are the next 3 shades. This shade and this shade are both shimmery shades. And this shade right here is matte. I am wearing this shade as my all over lid shade today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them. And y'all, oh, I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna let these swatches speak for themselves. But I definitely think that's like a gorgeous, almost like burnt orange, coppery type of shade. And that shimmer shade right there is beautiful as well. And then here are the final 3 shades. This shade right here is matte. These two shades right here to me are almost like a sort of like chunkier glittery type of shades. I'm wearing this shade in my outer V and a little bit of this shade in my inner corner today. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch them. And that is how they are swatching. And like I said, these two to me are the two chunkier type of shadows that have like a little bit more glitter to them. But as you can see, absolutely gorgeous. I definitely feel like this is such a versatile palette, but I just really love it for the fact that all of these colors in here are my type of shades. I think from my favorites video, I believe that my girl Gwen commented saying that she went and looked it up and it was currently sold out. I don't know if there is like a notification email type of thing that they have for this palette, but I would definitely say it's something that you want to sign up for. Also, follow them on Instagram. I'll try to leave their Instagram information down below, because a lot of the times with certain things, I get notified on Instagram that certain things are back in stock, and that's how I'm able to pick them up before they sell out. But this is one that you want to stalk. Like, this sort of reminds me of a mini Morphe 35O palette. That's how the shades, like that's how amazing these shades are. It sort of just reminds me like a minier version of that. Now you guys remember how hard it was to get your hands on that palette if you were able to get your hands on it, but you know that it was just definitely worth the hunt. It was worth the struggle, and I feel the same way about this palette. I'm definitely going to look into some more of their products. I think they have like makeup brushes and things like that, but I was really impressed with these eyeshadows. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know what you think of this look. If you guys want to see me do this look over, I will, because I only used like 3 shades or so. It was like a really easy look, but let me know what you think of this eyeshadow palette, and if you already have it, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. And until next time, bye YouTube.